this guy literally told me that the odds are stacked against me. I think a part of me believes him, but also at the same time, I'm crazy. I'm psycho. So when someone says something like that, I see it as a challenge. I'm like, let me show you. Let me prove to you that I can do it. So help me prove a man wrong, please. Help me prove a man wrong. If I had a bookshelf, I would have a bookshelf behind me right now instead of this blank ass wall. But I think it's a symbol. I think there's a metaphor in there. There's a symbol in there. There's something that you can take away in there. Okay, given that this is the beginning of something. But I'm getting a bookshelf. When Nobody knows. I don't know, and I'm getting a bookshelf. I don't want to lie to you, but I think right now it would be quite useless to get a bookshelf because I don't have that many books. I have as many as two hard copies right now. So yeah, we'll see. One day, I'm definitely getting a bookshelf. Okay, I just want to make sure that I have enough books at that point. But until then, I'll keep buying books and I'll keep storing them in the wardrobe, the closet, whatever you want to call it. Okay. Anyway, welcome. I'm having trouble with this because I don't want to say, hi, welcome to my channel. I don't want to say that. Obviously, everybody's welcome, obviously. But it just feels so YouTuber. And I guess by me posting stuff on YouTube, that makes me a YouTuber. I'm having a hard time acknowledging it. I'm having a hard time dealing with it. I don't know what to say. Salutations, greetings. Everybody's welcome here, every color, size, race. I don't care. Everybody is welcome here. I am starting my booktube journey. So I thought I should make a newbie booktuber tag. How about that? Reading is one of my favorite hobbies. It's one of not that many hobbies, but it is one of my favorite hobbies. And I've been reading since I was like 15, which in my opinion, it's too late. It's too freaking late. I should have started earlier. But I'm also grateful that at that time I was reading very age appropriate books. I think my very first series was the Fallen series, which has zero smut. Thanks the Lord. I feel like it's too early to read smut at that age, but oh well. I think later on I did start reading smart. I think so. And the library was like my favorite place, and I would go every day after school. It was like my very favorite place. And then from there on, we migrated to Wattpad. I was a Wattpad girly. Can you imagine it? I was such a Wattpad girly. Like, oh, I love the Wattpad books, okay? The stories were insane, but for a 15-year-old, they were so interesting. I haven't been on Wattpad in years. But anyway, we migrated onto Wattpad, and then from Wattpad, I still continue to go to the library, and then now I'm on the Kindle app. I don't have a Kindle yet, of which I am gonna get a Kindle at some point of my life. When? Nobody knows. No. I have a plan to get it for my birthday, which is in 3 months. Yes. So the plan this year is to get a Kindle for my birthday, and then until then, I'll just continue buying books. I think even after I've bought a Kindle, I will still buy books because why not? I love the smell. As I was saying, reading books has been one of my favorite hobbies since I was 15. I am now 23, and it's still one of my favorite hobbies. I love reading. I love curling up with a good book. It's a beautiful, it's an amazing experience, and I thought, why not share? And also, I want to read the famous book talk books. Okay, I'm talking Akatar. I don't know what else. Sorry. This is why I'm a booktuber, so that I can learn, okay? So that I can actually learn, alright? So, yeah. So I thought, let's make this channel about books. Not entirely, though. I'll talk about that later. This is not my very first video, and I should have started with a booktuber tag, but instead, I think my first video was me ranking the off-campus books, which I stand by that ranking, okay? I've actually seen so many people ranking the off-campus books, and a lot of people's ranking was kind of, a lot of people love Sabrina and Tugger, and I'm not saying that I did not like Sabrina and Tugger. I just felt like that was not for me. Like the pregnancy trope and the miscommunication, it was not for me. So unfortunately, I did put it last. But without getting carried away, let me give you a quick rundown of me answering like basic questions about myself. First off, my name is Tejo, which is short for Tejofato. You can call me whatever. You can call me Tejo. You can call me Tejofato. I don't really mind. You can call me either. I am from Bloemfontein, South Africa. They call it the City of Roses, okay, because we grow beautiful roses here. It's a relatively small town, but I don't know, I feel like it's not that small, but anyway, I obviously enjoy reading in my free time, so hence, my favorite book At this point in time, which honestly I feel like it just shows that I'm a newbie at this, is The Long Game. It's The Long Game. Sorry. No, I'm not sorry. My favorite TV show at this time, I love TV shows by the way, I'm rewatching Dawson's Creek, which I think right now it is my favorite show. I think whichever show I'm rewatching at a specific time is my favorite show at that time, and I'm really loving it. I feel like it's one of those shows that I'm going to rewatch for the rest of my life, and every single time I rewatch it, I feel like I relate to it a lot differently than I did the first time or other times. So yeah, I think right now my favorite show is Dawson's Creek because I'm rewatching it. But I think my favorite show of all time is The Big Bang Theory, but I kind of feel like I'm growing out of it. The reason why it's my favorite because it's a comfort show. I remember I discovered it at the time that I actually really needed, the humor, I needed to laugh. It came at the right time and it really gave me that humor. So it's a comfort show. Like every time I feel restless and I want to sleep, I put on The Big Bang Theory and it puts me to sleep. Not because it's boring, but it's comforting. Favorite movie? I don't think I have a favorite movie. I'm not a movie girl. I used to be. I don't know what changed. I can easily give you my top 5 favorite TV shows, but top 5 favorite movies? I'm like, my favorite food right now, it's sushi. God. There was a time where I used to say stuff like I would never eat sushi. It's like raw fish. Why would I eat raw fish? And then I tried it for the first time and I was unsure. I was like, I don't know. But it was good enough for me to be like, I want to give it another try. And so when I finally got the time, I did give it another try and it was amazing. And now it's like become like a monthly treat for me. I go out like once or twice a month to go get sushi. So my favorite food right now is sushi. Do you prefer staying in or going out? I prefer staying in, but sometimes I like going out. Most of the time though, I'm an indoor girl. If you could travel anywhere in the world, where would you go? I won't say Mexico, but it's number 2. New York City. I would love to go to freaking New York City, okay? There's something about this damn city that it tugs at my heartstrings, okay? And I cannot wait to step foot, which I don't think it's impossible. I am gonna do it. One day, I am gonna walk on those New York City streets, okay? Watch this space. What's one fun or interesting fact about myself? I hate this question. I hate it. I hate it so much. I hate it when it's even asked in like group settings. Cause what am I supposed to say? I'm an introvert. There you have it. Okay, now to answer some booktube questions. What's your favorite genre? My favorite genre is romance, obviously. Like, what the fuck did you think this was? Obviously, I love romance. I'm a romance girly down. Are you a mood reader or a strict TBR reader? I think I'm a mood reader. I'm definitely a mood reader. Sometimes I'll start a book and then I'll just be like, nah, this is not giving, and just stop. Do you annotate your books? No. Should I start? Is that something that is important? Is it essential? I don't know. What's your biggest reading pet peeve? I don't think I have a reading pet peeve, but something just came to mind. I hate it when I'm reading a book and life keeps happening and there's nothing I can do. Life keeps happening and it's stopping me from continuing to read my book. I have to go to the grocery store. I have to go to the gym. I have to do this. And I just want to read my book. I just want to sit down and read my book, but I can't because life keeps happening. That's a pet peeve for you. What's currently at the top of your TBR? This is public knowledge at this point. It's Common Goal. Common Goal by Rachel Reed. It's right here. This book, Common Goal. Have not read it. I think I'm gonna start today though. Yeah. What's your dream bookshelf or reading setup? At this point, I just want a secluded space for my books. But I'm not in a rush because, well, I haven't bought that many books. I only have 2 hard copies, like I said. So right now, we're just gonna buy books until there's enough books for me to put them in a bookshelf. What kinds of videos can viewers expect from my channel? I've been loving the reading vlogs. I've been trying to take like a different approach to my reading vlogs. Before I made a reading vlog, I watched so many reading vlogs and I thought, these are kind of boring. And I've been thinking of like how I could make mine a lot more interesting, And I figured that a lot of the reading vlogs that I watched, you guys don't spoil. And I get why, but I feel like it's gonna be so hard for me not to spoil. So unfortunately, I am gonna spoil. I'm sorry. I am gonna put spoilers and I'm gonna tell you what is happening in the book because it's like we're sitting together. It would be the same thing if I was sitting with someone reading and I was just tell them what's happening in the book to kind of like keep them in the loop. So it's just, yeah, it's gonna be very difficult for me not to spoil. So that's one of the things. And like reactions, obviously prioritizing reactions over just, anything else. I've been trying and strategizing and think of ways to make my reading blogs stand out, essentially. Like I said, I am a mood reader and I'm gonna read books that I want to read, and unfortunately I'm not gonna read nonfiction. Nope, we're not doing that. The last time I read nonfiction, I was in high school. That was like over 5 years ago. We're not doing that. Not doing that. But I am actually planning to make like a rules or regulations for me as a booktuber, a newbie booktuber. So you'll see that next. Physical books, ebooks, or audiobooks. I will always put physical books at the very top and ebooks number 2, and then audiobooks. I don't really mess with audiobooks like that. I don't think I'm a very good listener. I mean, I try my very best, but I think I would listen to an audiobook if I have the physical book in hand and I'm like reading and listening simultaneously. I think I can do that. But physical books at the very top. Okay, what's your reading goal for this year? You see, this part, the goals. I do not have an issue with goals. I don't have a problem with goals. If you want to make a reading goal, perfect, wonderful, do that. I'm not gonna do that though. I'm not gonna be like, oh, this year I want to read 100 books. I just want to read. That's all. And if I end up reading 10 books instead of 100, I think that's enough for me. I feel like if I put a number on it and I made it a goal, like, oh, I want to read this many books, I feel like it takes out the fun in it, and I wouldn't be reading because I love reading. I would be reading because I'm trying to meet this goal. I'm trying to chase after this number. So unfortunately, I don't do reading goals, and I'm not going to do reading goals. I'm just gonna read. Simple. What's a book you're excited to read next? Other than Common Goal, the books that I'm really excited to read right now are the Briar You book series, and they've been sold out everywhere. They are available now on Amazon at a very expensive price though, and I'm like, I don't have that kind of money. Like, I think it's like 3K for 4 books. No, we're not doing that. But if I buy them like one by one, it's a lot cheaper, but they're gonna take weeks to get here. So I am really excited to read those. I want to read Icebreaker. I want to read Lab Hypotheses because there's a movie coming out in a month or so. And I'm sick and tired of discovering books through movies or shows. So I am gonna make sure that I read this book before I watch the movie, okay? The only exception for watching a series or a movie before reading the book is Heated Rivalry. And if you are new here, I talk about Heated Rivalry all the time, okay? I've made it a personality trait at this point. It's just part of who I am. Just gotta deal with it. Anyway, that's my booktuber tags. And these are the videos that I can see myself consistently producing, is reading, because I find so much joy in it. And I have this image in my head of me sitting on a plane in like business class or even first class, and I'm just chilling reading a book. And I hope that this channel can actually take me there. That would be so cool. Obviously, there's a lot of outside noise also, because I have been talking about this. And you know what? There was a guy that I talked to, and I said that I bet I can be a booktuber and I can make it my second income. Although that is not the main goal, I just love reading and I want to share it with anyone who's willing to watch, who's willing to listen. It is definitely at the back of my mind that I could make this something, I could make this a job. And this guy literally told me that he doesn't think that is possible, and the odds are stacked against me. Those were the words, yeah. The odds are stacked against me for various reasons. And I think a part of me believes him, but also at the same time, I'm crazy. I'm psycho. So when someone says something like that, I see it as a challenge. I'm like, let me show you. Let me prove to you that I can do it. Let me prove to you that I can make BookTube a second income. Let me prove to you. So help me prove a man wrong. Please. Help me prove a man wrong. Gosh, please, I'm begging you. But at the same time, I just want to make a very, very tiny, very small disclaimer. I love reading. Like I've said so many times, I really love reading, but it's not my only hobby. And on this channel, it's not the only thing that I want to do. I feel like there's so much more to me. I feel like I contain multitudes and I want to do so many other things. I want to travel. Maybe I want to share my life as well. Maybe I want to vlog at some point. I really don't know. But it is definitely a possibility and it is something that I can see myself doing. So I don't want to limit myself to just literature and reading, love books. But I also realistically, I don't read all the time. I go through phases. One phase I'm reading a lot, one phase I'm not. So I just want to be realistic about it. Right now, I'm definitely in a reading mode and I want to read for as long as I can. And at some point, I'm going to be like, oh, let's take a trip. Or at one point, I'm going to want to vlog my day. I don't know. So I just want to put it out there so that I don't put myself in a box. I hate the feeling of being like suffocated in like every area of my life. So I don't do that. I don't put myself in a box. So I love reading. Once again, I love reading and I am going to read for as much as I can. But be prepared and know that this is not the only thing that you will see from me. It is the only thing you will see for the foreseeable future. But then after that, it might just surprise you. You never know. I might just do something crazy. So that's it. Thank you for watching. You see these YouTuber things to say like and subscribe. I feel like they're so cringe. I don't want to like obviously it's important, you know, but like I can't force anyone to subscribe or like. So I'm just gonna say like if you want to, subscribe if you want to. If you like this vibe, you know what to do. So thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one. See ya.